Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. All right, so I've got a confession to make. Last time after I stopped the recording and went to sell my stuff, I ran into this challenger over here. He's a duelist who wants to challenge me to magic duel. I think he appears when you reach level 50 in one of the magic things in town. But yeah, I didn't want anything to do with it, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he spent the entire time complaining about how it wasn't a 1v1 because Obsidian was hitting him, and how it's a magic duel because I was hitting him with a bow. And he died a horrible death not getting the duel he wanted, and that's his fault. But in other news, go away. Hey, dude. In other news, I was running through town and I was talking, or I talked to either Lucia or Sophia, but at any rate, one of them mentioned this tree, and they talked about how sad it looks, and then that said it makes them feel sad, and I just can't stand by that. So now we have to fix this tree before we continue with the build. Sorry about that, guys. This is going to be a distraction episode. So here we go. I'm pretty sure I need to talk to the priestess who's in here for that.
Welcome, child.
Is it you?
This is the disciples of Kinneret, of course. Not as many pilgrims these days. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is in it, though. I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the elderly, you couldn't tap it, not with any normal method. If you want to help, you'll need something to cut into it first. You'll have to deal with the hag ravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself. Your spirit is strong. Kinnaret's winds will guide your path. It's held in a hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Excuse me. Sorry. Alright, guys. So, we're doing that now. Sorry. Build has to wait. So, let me think. Also, full disclosure, I am currently waiting for an important call from my boss. So the phone is actually right next to the mic this time, right where it should be for once. And because of that, I actually really want to play Code Vein right now, but I'm waiting for an important call, and there's going to be cutscenes in the next episode of Code Vein, and I really, really don't want to get that call during an important boss fight or during a cutscene. So So instead, I'm playing Skyrim, which I can pause at any time. And yeah. Ooh. Rain in Skyrim. Just so long as I ignore the snow, it looks very pretty. Come in.
Oh my bad, you recording?
Yeah, what's up?
And
Yeah, that's because he's recording.
gotcha, my bad.
I have no idea whether or not I'm going to leave my siblings walking in at that moment. But yeah, we'll go this way. Hopefully these hags don't one-shot me. Which has been kind of a theme. Wait. Did I talk about my improved armor? Let me see. Oh yeah, since last time I finally found a Fortify Conjuration spell, and the armor was the best fit for it, so now that's Fortifying Conjuration, and my gloves are Fortifying Light Armor. That was done off screen. Alright. Now, hopefully, this arrow puts a serious dent into these witches. These witches almost always manage to spot me before I spot them. But there's about 4 or 5 scattered around this pillar here. And I'm surprised I haven't run into one yet. That didn't do as much damage as I was hoping. Conjure Familiar, no. Conjure Frost Astronaut. Yeah. Should I just go Beast form and try to mow them down? We'll see. Ow. Potion. Resist Frost, resist Magic, resist Fire. And maybe heal me. Heck, I'll use this too. They're just ignoring obsidian, aren't they? Who hit me? Well, I hope I don't die trying to do this. Why are you swinging your fist? Highborn, help. This isn't... I was supposed to sneak up on these witches one at a time from a huge distance away, but I just didn't spot them until I was in the middle. You know what? Let's hope this doesn't backfire. Well, the roar works on all of them. Good. They can't fight me. They physically can't do it. And that's why I wanted the werewolf form. Now, I just have to wait for it to run out so that I can loot the knife I need. There we go. Where are the other corpses, since I'm human form and can loot them now?
What has happened to the Eldergleam? I have traveled long here to worship beneath its branches.
Okay.
It was taken by a lightning strike. Wish I had time to deal with it, but it's hard enough with all these wounded from the war.
Please, don't just let it stay like this. It's disgraceful.
I really don't have time to deal with you right now. Please just let me get back to my work.
But this is supposed to be your work.
So, have you gotten Nettlebane back from... Oh, well, I honestly didn't expect you to come back.
Thanks.
Of course, I'm glad you did. Now, I don't really want to touch that thing, though. Do you think you could handle the next steps?
Yeah.
Eldergleam Sanctuary Grove is to the east of here. You can use Nettlebane to retrieve some of its sap.
So good. Was Was I correct in hearing that you were traveling to the grove of the Eldergleam?
No.
I am a traveler.
Hey.
I've dreamed of seeing
Whoops.
Eldergleam
I shouldn't have
for
skipped
years.
that.
Might I travel alongside you? I promise not to get in the way.
Alright.
I thank you for your kindness.
Try not to get yourself killed. Dog walking down the hallway. Hey, great. And we're off this way now. So let me see. Around here somewhere, I usually stop. Like around here, I think, or maybe it's over here. There, you can find one of the standing stones, and that one's the actual most broken one in the game. That one gives you magic resistance and lets you absorb magic at the cost of 50% mana regen. But honestly, even though I was turned away from that cost before I tried it, after trying it, it's so worth it. It's absolutely worth it. The amount of mana you just get back from that stone alone is worth it from when people are hitting you with spells. But yeah, the magic resistance on top of that just makes it the most broken stone in the game. But I'm going with the ritual stone because it fits in much better with my build, and honestly, it's really, really cool. So yeah, that one probably most broken in the game. This one, the one I'm using, the ritual stone I'm using right now, probably the coolest one in the game, and the lover stone is probably the one I've used the most, just because it lets me get. Back when I first started this game, I would sprinkle points into everything, and if you're gonna do that, you want the lover stone because it gives you more XP. But yeah, going this way. I'm just gonna watch the water for a little bit here. Alright, and then I'm gonna go collecting more for some.
Hello there, friend. Come to enjoy the sights and sounds of this beautiful sanctuary I have. Truly an art. Welcome to Eldergleam Sanctuary, my friend. If you have any questions, please ask.
There she is.
Amazing that such beauty could exist in a place as desolate as the volcanic tundra. You are in Eldergleam Sanctuary. Just a small glimpse of what the beauty Kinneret has to offer. Wonderful place, isn't it?
It is very pretty.
Yes, my friend. Though no one has been able to get close to her for as long as I can remember. As you can see, Eldergleam's roots are large and stretch far, blocking any path to her trunk. Though, believe it or not, there are rumors of a weapon that even Eldergleam herself would leave her roots for, more out of fear than respect. The rumors are true. I beg of you, don't harm the tree. Nothing good can come of it.
Good to know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go stab a tree. I should probably have this equipped just in case. Oh right, I forgot about. Alright. You know, man, if I didn't know about this, I would have gone and you'd be dead by now.
I had no idea you were a man of violence. What exactly are your intentions in this blessed place? You would violate this marvel of Kinnared's glory to fix that half-breed stump in Whiterun? That's abominable. Barbaric. I'll have no part of this. Why didn't you tell me what you intended? Well, yes. There is something. It won't repair the tree back at the temple, but we could bring them a new one. Follow me. I think I can convince them to help us.
Works for me.
The Eldergleam has blessed us with a sapling. You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want to see that the true blessings of nature lie in renewal, not a slavish maintenance. It was my pleasure, friend. In a way, I envy you getting to carry such a direct sign of Kinnared's graces. Good luck on your travels. May Kinnared's wind carry only the sweetest scents. Make it quick.
Works for me. And yeah, so the other way to do this quest is to just take your knife and hit the tree, which will summon a bunch of Springans that'll kill everybody except you, assuming you kill the Springans. But yeah, no need to spring a nasty surprise on the nice people enjoying the sanctuary today. I do enjoy murder, but I prefer to murder people who deserve it. That's a very important step. Yeah, that's the thing I love about Skyrim. There are so many people you can just murder, and there's no reason not to. In fact, it's encouraged to do so. It's beautiful, isn't it? Here. Since I didn't actually get into a fight, I might as well use that level up. What's my time? About 20 minutes. Cool. Archery, come to me. Point in Hunter's Disciple. Then I'll get Ranger. After that, my next level will probably go into Quick Shot, actually. Hello, big ugly. There.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong Nord woman?
Why would I care?
You have the Eldergleam sap. But I can't run the temple without the support of people who are inspired by the Eldergleam. How can this little tree bring new worshippers? You're right, of course. It can be hard to hear the winds of Kinnared when all you hear are the rabble in the temple. Death feeds new life. I'm sure that in time, this little sapling will grow into a new Eldergleam that will tower over Whiterun.
I really hope so.
Grace of Kinnared be with you.
How much gold do I have? Can I train someone? No, I cannot pay to have someone train me in light armor. Hey, what's this? Why can't I see this? That must be for the companion's quest line. Alright, back to the College of Winterhold. What was I doing again? Oh, right. I was reporting what I found to Tolfdir. I have no gold, so there is no hope of... Why am I in here? There's no hope of me getting new spells right now.
Chanting services are one of the few
Hello.
good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. You'll give an old man hope. Did he now? Does he have information about our wonderful discovery? Is that the one about something buried beneath Sarthal? Something that men and Mare fought over?
You knew about the
I'd like
book.
to make a point of rereading it. I don't recall the
You knew about the book from the beginning,
I just can't see
and
the
you let me go into a den of necromancers to find it.
Its beauty is like nothing I've ever seen before. If you'd allow me to indulge myself for a moment, I thought I might make a few observations. I'm sure you've already noticed the marks. They're quite unlike anything you've seen before. Aliens, Brenna, Gabriel, Dinosaur, none of them are a match. Quite curious. Now, I'm not sure that you're part of the tomb as I am, given my extensive years of experience. This marvelous object, it practically radiates magic. And yet it's unlike anything I've felt before. Archmage Aaron is already hard at work, and hopefully we'll have more information soon.
I'm afraid I must
No,
intrude. It is urgent that I speak with your associate immediately.
I don't want to speak with you.
Most in the book. We're involved in serious research here.
Yes, I've no doubt of its gravity. This, however, is a matter that cannot wait.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never been interrupted like this before. The audacity. I suppose we'll continue this at some later time, when we can avoid interruptions.
I need you to come with me immediately. Let's go.
I don't understand why I
Will
have
allow
to
me to
talk to you.
clarify the situation. I'd like to know why there's someone claiming to be from the Sigil Order here in the college. More importantly, I'd like to know why he's asking for you specifically. So we're going to go have a little chat with him and find out exactly what it is he wants.
Aren't you just an advisor here?
Technically, that is true, but I still report to the Aldmeri Dominion, and I cannot ignore this situation. Don't worry. You can return to your petty squabbles and meaningless research as soon as this matter is resolved.
I look forward to sticking an arrow in your head.
Now, you are going to speak to this monk and find out why he is here, and then he will be removed from college grounds.
And everything's going to go exactly the way you intend it, I'm sure.
Please do not be alarmed. I
Heh,
mean you no
suck it,
harm.
Honkana.
It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with.
If it's so dangerous, why
I'm
don't you
afraid
do
it's not that simple.
it?
You must understand the Sigic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkana, your Tholmor associate.
Don't associate me with
Nevertheless,
Alcano.
I will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so.
So what if...
As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be.
Lovely.
I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here at your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part.
Fair enough.
Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed.
Which means we will,
Don't forget that.
even if I have to retry a few times.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Were you about to
what
say
is the
something?
meaning of this?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly, I should not be here. I should simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
Mm-hmm.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Sigil Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves.
After all these years?
Offend him somehow.
Were the Sigic Order here before?
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Has Tolfdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow me to continue to discuss the subject. Until next time.
I really wish I knew what was going on with the Augur. I don't understand why the Archmage is against that topic of conversation. Considering how kind of open-ended the college is with regards to people's research, you'd think they'd be more willing to talk about this, but... oh well. Probably has to do with their reputation in Skyrim. Oh yeah! I still don't have anyone to travel with. Where is...
If you have a moment, could you help me with
I
something?
might as well.
That sounds ominous. Are you getting yourself into even more trouble?
No! No.
Did you ask Mirabelle? She runs things around here after all.
Alright, what did you need help with?
We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me?
Sure.
Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask Shizargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There. Now
Hmm.
Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Something
Do you feel alright? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results.
Tell me this isn't permanent.
It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right.
Hey. I might as well talk to the other... or... I shouldn't say students, I should say my...
No one's heard from the Physic Order in so many years. Hard to believe one would just suddenly show up here. I've never heard of anything like that. Did you ask Tolfdir? He's been here a long time and seems to know almost everything. Yes, it needs to be kept quiet. I may have entered into an agreement with Enther.
Enther, he's the one I couldn't remember earlier.
I traded him something of mine. It was a mistake, and now I want back what I gave him. It's an amulet. It belonged to my family. Never should have given it to Enther. But he won't deal with me. Talk to him. See what it'll take to get my amulet back.
Alright.
I told you it's from my family. I know they've always disapproved of what I wanted in life. To learn magic instead of becoming a farmer or a hunter. But no matter how poor
What is that scratching in my background?
I didn't consider that until after I betrayed.
All right then.
Hey.
I'm not sure what just happened, but I assure you I will get to the bottom.
And and I assure you, I'll leave you in the bottom of the moat around the college. How about that?
It is difficult to admit, but Cesargo could still use some help. Cesargo has said that Toftir likes you. You must be very skilled with magic, yes?
Yes.
Cesargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Can you help with this?
What exactly do you need?
Cesargo has worked hard on learning new spells, trying new things. This will make Cesargo stand out as a mage. But Cesargo works so hard, there is no time to test these new spells. If you help with the testing, this will make learning easier. Cesargo will give you scrolls. You will use them and report the results. You tell Cesargo when you are ready.
Alright.
You can resist, can you? Let's see. This one, I think. Cesargo has designed it to be an excellent flame cloak with a twist. It is especially potent against the undead and should burn them to a crisp in no time. Cesargo gives you plenty of these scrolls, so you try them and return when you can say whether they work.
Good to know.
The what of what? No, no idea. If it is important, maybe Toftir knows. He seems to know a lot. Cesargo always worked how well the scrolls work.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generation.
This green screen thing here I'm dealing with is starting to get a little obnoxious.
There's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the mitten, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello from me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the story, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. You remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a lifeless stroke. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong. He ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about how that must feel. I suppose if he can feel though.
Yeah, that's right. I still have this. Didn't I?
Well, yes. This is rather embarrassing, but it seems I've misplaced something. I can't find my alembic. I suppose I could use another one, but, well, it sounds silly, but if you happen to see it, would you mind bringing it? Ah, yes, there it is. Thank you so much. All right, then.
Yeah, I'm gonna be finding that a few times if I keep giving them back.
I still need some help. If you can spare it.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the screen to wear off because... There we go. Oh, it's so good to see in color again.
I still need some help. Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time.
Okay,
This will be worth
here we
it.
go.
Okay, now don't move at all.
If you insist.
Oh my. That is right.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I really wish I could catch my first time reaction to this.
Oh no. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped.
Wolf.
I'll get it right this time. I swear.
What are you even trying to accomplish exactly?
There. All better.
Hmm.
Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it?
Let's never speak of this again.
And thank you for your help. You're a good friend. Lead the way.
Alright. Let me see. I've got about 15 minutes left here. Well, guys, we're in for another distraction. gonna help Bugmund with his... Wait. Oh, so Enther's up here.
Let me give you a bit of advice. If you want to work on something that's not officially allowed, don't tell anyone.
The only thing that's not officially allowed here
You need something
is
you're not officially
harm to
supposed
fellow
have.
students.
You come see me. You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you from the inside out. Got it?
How intimidating.
College's laid-back attitude. I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look.
I do. A whole 178. But will you buy what I've got? I shouldn't sell this to Enther. That would be a bad idea. Whoops. Well, I'm not paying to get it back. Don't need that. I'm not 100% sure if I have these enchantments yet. Or that one, actually. Potions, sell those. Scrolls, not selling Jazargos. I need this for quest. Hey.
Oh my. How precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So there's nothing more to be said. Yes, you see, the thing is, I'm not concerned with everyone's best interest. I find I'm only concerned with my own. I've already made it very clear that all of my trades are final. No, you're not understanding this. Onmund made a deal. He made that choice, and now he has to live with it. I've already made it very clear. Look how persistent you are. Charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right. Tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Following me?
Yes, but my character isn't.
You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now? It's an entirely different situation. I don't expect you to comprehend the nuances of these matters. Regardless, I'm making you a very simple offer. Get me the staff and I give you Onmund's precious amulet. Do we have a deal?
So you want...
Yes. Thought we'd gotten past that bit already. Onmund's amulet in exchange for my staff.
Works for me.
Finally, we have an agreement. I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
You run me around in circles for a while, I run you around in circles for a while.
I'm working on some very important research.
Alright, I've got a couple minutes. Where's my closest? I think I'll take a ride to Solitude. Is there even a carriage here? I don't think there's a carriage in Winterhold. Well, let's see. I've definitely never taken a carriage from Winterhold before, but, you know. And nothing. Alright, so the fastest thing to do would be to fast travel down here, and then take a carriage to here, and then make the rest of the way on foot. But I don't want to fast travel just so I can use a carriage. That's just lame. So I'm going to fast travel here and take it the rest of the way from foot. Alright. Now, where am I? Why do you have a bow and arrow? I thought you were a mage! Listen, entirely different situation here. I'm not really a mage, I just happen to need conjuration. Ooh. Ah, he left. I've never traveled with What's-Her-Face before. Normally I just go solo. Oh yeah, I remember you guys. What did you summon? Can I summon this in the water? Oh, good to know. Now where are they? Over there, you say? Fishy, fishy in the brook, come bite my tail or something, so I can hit you with my arrows. Alright, I'm going to stand right here. Come get me. Nice juicy bait. Come and get me. I'm nice and juicy and probably won't take 1,000 damage from you even if I am on Legendary. Ow. Even on Legendary, you guys are ankle biters that barely do any damage. I can't believe I used to be terrified of these fish. I was absolutely terrified of the slaughterfish. And then, one day, they managed to bite me. And I am no longer terrified of them like I used to be. What? Oh, it's one of these. A Reaper? Please don't bite me. I wonder how much that would have hurt just now. I might have actually been this close to getting one shot just now. I can't be certain, and I'm not going to test it. Oh. Please, please, please. If he can get through obsidian that quickly, I don't think I'm going to live his attack. Come back. We're not done yet. You don't get to live this. Especially not if you go that way. Okay. Now what? Oh wait, that guy was stronger than obsidian. Can I resurrect him? Come on! How did I miss? How did I miss? I really need someone to get these guys off me. Well, stopping 2 out of 3 isn't too bad, my dear familiar. Gosh dang it, I have to use Highborn on frost spiders. You know, I probably could have just used a couple potions. That probably would have sufficed. Oh well. All because I missed that stupid Reaper. I don't even know if my spell is strong enough to revive it. Where was its corpse? I want to test this. I don't know where its corpse was. Oh well. Moving on. Okay. We're going to go for a distraction within a distraction as we're doing this build. But it's fine, because I need levels more than anything right now anyway. Did I one-shot the elk? Because that's a good sign. I wasn't doing that before. Yep. Besides, I need to do this in order to get that one necklace out of my inventory anyway. Alright guys, I'm at 50 minutes now, so I'm going to call this one here. I'm sorry we didn't get all that much done, but there was a little story time, and I managed to get the sapling for Whiterun, which means that Lucy and Sophia no longer have to look at that sad dead tree anymore.
Remarkable.
Yep. And I've got no command. Actually, I did get a fair amount done in this one, even though I didn't continue the story so far. Oh well. If you liked the video, do me a favor and leave a like, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Alright, stop recording.